dog that stays with us every now and then. We babysit. It's a female, and my male dog adores her. Just adores her. Thinks she's great. What do my female dogs do to this other dog? Constantly. This poor dog is relentlessly attached. Right? So you have the different kinds of alphas. Now, in the workplace, you want to be really careful of this, because who's the alpha? My experience is not usually. That's where people get tripped up. The supervisor is often not the alpha. A lot of times it's the secretary. But often it's the person with the biggest mouth. That's going to help you. Is much of the time, the supervisor is not actually the alpha. You need to identify who the alpha is. And that can be confusing, because a lot of times the alpha has no status. They're just the alpha, and everybody looks at them, including the supervisor. So you want to figure out how to assert yourself. If you walk into a group of people, you can tell. So I'll explain to you quickly how. Suppose somebody walked in our room that wasn't part of our class right now. What would all of you do? Look at them, and then look at you. Why are you looking at me for? Very good. You're going to look at me and say, who is this person? Is this person okay? What happens if I just look at him and glare at him? All of you are going to be like, right? What happens if I'm like, come on in? We're not supposed to acknowledge people who do classroom observations on us. I always do, because otherwise my students are like, there's this antagonism. How you can identify an alpha is when you approach a group, watch who answers. So I might be an alpha in this room, but if I go in the commons and there's a group of, students sitting together, can I just walk up and sit down with them? What if they were the students in this class? If I just walk up to your table, you're sitting down with a bunch of students, I just walk up and invite myself to a conversation, what's going to happen? That's going to be rude, right? Because in that situation, I'm not the alpha. So what do I need to do? Ask. Generally, what you'll do is you stand slightly outside the group until someone acknowledges you. Mm-hmm. How do you tell which is the alpha? Whoever acknowledges you versus, oh, Christy. And by the way, you want to do that at a job place, because if you just join a group, what happens? Oh yeah, you're automatically going to have a reputation as being socially awkward. So you have these various things going on. What other things about dogs? Dogs are pack animals. In humans, we call it tribal. But what does that mean, to be a pack? You stick together. What happens to a human who doesn't have a pack? And what happens to people who have no people? They die or go crazy. What happens to lone dogs? They die or go crazy. The most dangerous thing ever is a lone wolf. They're very, very scary. Stay away from them. The same is true of people. So we have this. Can you all accept that our social behavior is somewhat the same? Okay. So now I'm going to tell you about my dog, Misha. I usually bring her, but this is a new campus. So Misha is this little teeny tiny dog. She's about 8 pounds. Tiniest little thingy like that. Misha's a
show?
Nope, she's not a show dog. She's actually a service dog. She's a diabetic alert dog. So she can smell when your blood sugar's high or low. She's incredibly well trained. She knows about 150 tricks and probably over 1,000 words. People often tell me, oh, Misha's so smart. No, Misha's not particularly smart. Misha's learned how to learn. In fact, I don't believe in smart or not smart. We tend to use it as a character trait. It's not. The difference is, have you learned how to learn? People say, Misha's so good. No, Misha's not really good. Misha's learned that behaving a certain way does what?
Makes you likable.
What? Makes her likable. Yes. It makes me want to be with her. It gets her what she wants. How many of you think kids are different today? Think kids are different than they were 20 years ago?
Yes.
Are they? Why are they different?
Behavior-wise.
Okay. See, I disagree. I think kids are exactly the same. I don't think kids have changed a bit. Now, hear me out. If you and I could get away with half this shit, would we have?
Yeah.
If we could whine and cry and get whatever we want, would we have done that?
Yeah.
If we could talk back, would we have done that? Yeah, if we could totally manipulate our parents, we've done this. Yes. Are kids any different?
No. She said like that, no.
No. Who's different? The parents are different. So kids aren't good or bad. People look at my nieces and nephews, oh, they're so good. No, they're not. They've learned that behaving that way gets them what they want.
So are you saying that you're trying to dismiss the concept of inherent character traits?
There's some inherent character traits that play into that, but how they actually behave is a reflection of what works for them. So you'll have people with a good temperament, or I have a dog that's kind of anxious, and that's a temperament. But how she behaves on a given day is a function of how I've taught her to be. So you teach people how to be with you.
Yeah, are you saying that if you say a lady dog is good, can't it be that it's something that it has what we call the genetic inheritance, maybe from genetic inheritance? For example, your parents may be compassionate, and that trait in you, you assimilate it through genetics.
Right. If I beat you every day, that trait will not show through. Right? There is traits. There is inherent desire. So I would say that Misha is temperamentally, she's designed to want to please.
Okay.
But she would just as easily be naughty. And we're not paying attention to her, she's just as naughty. So that's what I'm saying. There is some temperament, but how they actually behave is totally a function of how you've taught them to behave. I told you about Micah. We can have the worst child ever and the best child ever in the same child. And so what I'll tell you, if you bring to me, why does my person behave this way? Why does my kids behave this way? What do my colleagues behave this way? I go, what'd you teach them to behave that way for? Because you taught them that was okay. Great news about that, you can unteach them. So I bring Misha home. Okay, I'll tell you the story of Misha. I got Misha at the Sunray Pet Store. Don't buy dogs at a pet store. It's a long story. For those of you watching, I don't buy pet dogs at a pet store, usually. But I'll tell you the story. So I went to the Sunray Pet Store because it's the only place that has a bone for my other dog. He likes a specific bone that I can only get there. And I went there, and there's this little fluff ball about this big. And honestly, she's about that big, hopping around her cage. And I'm like, that is the cutest thing ever. And the owner comes up to me and goes, yeah, there's something wrong with that dog. I'm like, okay, I'll buy it. What's wrong with the dog? I don't know. Something wrong with it. Can't sell it. Okay. Well, you can't buy it. I go, well, I wasn't going to buy it. But I watched it bounce around. So finally, I'm like, okay, I got to play with this dog. I got to figure this dog out. So he told me that when Misha came in at 6 weeks, she's now 13 weeks. Right? I told you she looked like how old? 6 weeks, right? She came in at 1.1 pounds. And she was 0.99 pounds 7 weeks later. What's the problem with that in a puppy?
Still good.
Huh?
Still good.
Yeah, no growth, right? She's not growing. In fact, she lost weight. You're supposed to double weight in that amount of time. And she lost weight. So I'm playing with her. And I know dogs pretty well. This dog, there's nothing wrong with this dog. This dog's super happy. The happiest dog ever. I'm like, So he comes up to me and goes, you can't buy that dog. I'm like, okay, I wasn't going to buy the dog, but okay. She goes, well, there's nothing wrong with it. I go, did you take it to the vet? Yeah, the vet says nothing's wrong. Okay. We're going to send her back. I go, you're going to send her back where? To the breeder? I said, what are they going to do with her? Euthanize her. So then I wanted to buy this dog because there's nothing wrong with this dog. So he said if she got to the same weight she was when they got her, by the end of the week, she could sell it to me. She didn't ever gain the weight, but I annoyed the heck out of him. So he sold it to me for a full price, even though I had to do a health waiver on everything. I'm ridiculous. But I bought the dog, took it immediately to the vet. What did the vet say was wrong with her? Nothing. So I took her home. I force fed. Huh?
So the dog was designed to watch weight?
What?
Is the dog trying to watch weight?
No, the dog needs gain weight. It's a puppy. It needs to double in weight. So it's supposed to grow. Remember talk failure to thrive? The dog's dying. It's not growing. But there's nothing physically wrong with it.
Is it psychological?
So I took the dog home and I put her in a little pouch and I carried her everywhere with me. It's a good thing it was spring break. Okay? Carried her everywhere with me. So why am I carrying her everywhere with me?
To get that love and
To get it born.
Yeah. Basically, that's how dogs behave too. They always touch each other. It's like a puppy pie. Right? They have that skin-to-skin contact. And she was taken away from mom way too young. So I carried her around. And for 3 days, still wouldn't eat. So I'm still force feeding her. Third day, she's sitting on the pouch. She looks out, crawls out of the pouch. She's looking at my other dog, Buddha. So she looks at him. She looks at me. She looks at him. She looks at me. Jumps down, starts eating. Hasn't stopped. Spent her adult life on a diet. The only residual problem is she hoards food. She'll go out and like pick all the vegetables and like bring them in and hide them. Other than that, the dog's perfectly healthy, been healthy all her life. So why would this dog have died? And she would have died pretty soon, within a few days probably.
Why didn't she die?
Well, why didn't she die?
She had the one to give attention,
Because
and you did.
when she left her mother, she was taken for motherly care.
Yeah.
But when we started being so used to her, you created the bond.
Yeah.
And she had that desire to live. She had a reason to live.
Very good.
To survive.
Very good. Is attention a want or a need?
It's a need.
Excellent. Attention is a need. Is it a want? It's a want. It's a need for the dog. The dog would die, and she'd still die. Suppose I filled up my bathtub with water and I filled up buckets of food, but I left her alone. What would happen? She'd die. Any healthy human and dog would. So, or go crazy, but she'd probably die. She's a gentle soul. So, okay. I'm going to teach you how I taught Misha. And the same thing applies to humans. So if you master this concept, you can teach anybody to do anything. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the first concept I need you to get down is you teach people how to be with you. Right? I taught Misha how to be with you. What does that mean? You teach people how to be with you. What does it mean?
It means that you set a precedence. That defines relations with people.
Very good. Just so you know, everybody was on time today.
Oh, that's great.
I suspect that everybody will probably be on time from now on.
I pray so too.
Right. You teach people how to be with you. That's part of why I said I'm doing something wrong too. Because I've taught in some way that that's okay. Right? And when I set the limit, I bring it to your attention. I now have reset the bar. So that's why I said it's partially my fault. You teach people what's okay and what's not okay. Misha, I've taught her a couple things. One, I've taught her how to learn. And you want to teach people how to learn your behavior. So let's start with Misha.